Hey guys, Angry Monkey here.
And I'm Jackson Ferrell of Hot Pile of Garbage.
And we are playing more 899.
9999999.
Oh yes.
Yes.
And we are actually making a decision for once.
Oh snap. Look at this decision.
Alright, so do you want to go through door 4?
Was door 5 the one that number 9 died in?
Yeah, number 9 died in door 5, but there's still some really important stuff to see.
Okay.
So, or do you want to avoid the carnage and not go through door 4? Either.
Let's see here. I think that June's psychological state. We should be.
All right. Decided that door 4 would be fine. He would go through door 4 with Lotus, Santa, and June. Why had Junpei even considered doing otherwise? He would be there for June. For Akane, Kurashiki. That seemed good. He felt it was the right choice to make. He made no shows of affection, but Junpei saw her as something more than just a friend from his childhood.
Of course.
He watched the other 4 walk toward their door.
I mean, we're the only people with names here.
Ace, Snake, Clover, and 7. Junpei said nothing as they left. I think we do learn a couple of their names, though, but naturally these are the only 2 that are relevant right now. Before long, they had reached door 5. They talked to one another for a few seconds, saying things Junpei couldn't hear, and laid their hands one by one on the scanner panel of the red.
Why are we sitting around watching them? Time is of the essence, people.
I don't know.
For the sake of the narration?
I guess so. Ace grabbed the lever. They wanted to draw this out as long as they could. His face tight with determination. He turned over his shoulder to look at Junpei and his companions.
Goodbye. Be careful! Everything Lotus says has an exclamation mark at the end.
She's probably always shouting. I could just see her with, like... I could just see her as being really obnoxious and everything. As Ace pulled the lever, the doors swung open, the mouth of a great hungry beast. Beyond the door, Junpei knew lay the sad remains of the 9th man. It did not surprise him that Ace, Clover, and 7 hesitated. The body was not a pleasant thing. Snake had no such problems, as his blindness made him immune to the horror. Stepped through the door, his feet making a wet splack in the pool of blood.
Do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you?
Snake had not even bothered to turn it around, but the other 3 steeled themselves and stepped through the door.
Wow, very courageous, Snake. Very trusting. Food for the puzzle beast!
Door 5 swung shut, closing with the heavy finality of metal upon metal.
Clang.
Junpei and his companions scrambled to the door. They pressed their ears to it in an attempt to hear what might be taking place on the other side.
It's beeping. It's just like before!
Probably the sound of the detonator on their bracelet, man. Do you think they're okay? June's face showed her concern more plenty than her words ever could. Almost as though in response to her question, a voice rang out from the other side of the door. It was 7.
Hey, there it is. That's gotta be that dead thing.
Yeah, there's a dead thing on the floor.
Get over here, we gotta authenticate. Well,
The beeping stopped. The sighs of relief were audible even through the heavy door.
Sighs, plural. Help us out here.
Oh.
Give us a sec.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Looks like it stopped.
Junpei and his companions leaned away from the door and breathed a collective sigh of their own.
Play along at home, kids! Hey guys, are you doing alright over there?
They heard 7's voice, but it wouldn't hurt to be sure. Yup, we're fine. Despite the recent danger, Clover's voice was as bubbly as ever. I guess that was more of Akane's voice, but...
Yeah, I was thinking that was kind of Akane.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna tell you about
Anyway.
The dead is just like the rat, but the color is different.
Oh, no! The poor monkey. I feel for
You know how the red was red? The dead is blue.
Makes perfect sense. The red is red. The dead is dead. I mean blue.
Other than that, it's just like the red. Authenticating is the same too.
Awesome. Thanks. That helps a lot. Though I might need you to explain it again to me in painstaking detail. Well, we should probably move on now. You be careful out there. Roger that. Okay. Maybe now we'll actually go through the door.
Yeah, okay, so anyway, Junpei and the others left door 5, they had door 4, they placed the hands on the scanner.
There we go.
As you can see, I sound really bored in the narrating there, because we kind of know what to expect, blah, blah, blah.
4 asterisks, pull the lever. You guys ready?
Yeah, man.
Sure!
Let's go.
None of them looked particularly optimistic, but their faces were set. Junpei nodded to them and turned back toward the red.
Alright, let's go.
With strength and determination, he pulled the lever as hard as he can.
Pulling the lever fills you with determination. Do you wish to save your game? Oh, you're not gonna get that reference. Anyway.
You're right. Run, man! The 4 of them left through the door together.
Hallway.
Yeah. The moment they had passed through it, each heard a cold electronic sound coming from their left wrist. In the center of each bracelet, a red skull appeared and began to flash. The detonator's countdown had begun. In the long moment that each of them spent staring at their wrists,
Like idiots.
wasting time, the numbered door behind them closed, the sound of metal on metal reverberating down the hallway.
Clang,
Yeah.
gang, 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 gang.
Yeah, I mean, that could have been an extra 9 seconds to find the dead. But they were like, huh, look at that. There was no way back now. They were committed. If they could not find the device to activate their detonators. Hey, where is this dead, man? He's in door 5.
How would I know?
Don't give me that crap. Start looking, man.
I already am.
They began to run, eyes frantically looking for the device that was the key to their salvation.
Okay.
The hallway they found themselves running down was a long one, easily 300 feet in length. On the right side of it stood a series of wooden doors, all nearly identical. They had taken time to think they would likely have discerned that the doors led to cabins.
Don't tell me the dead is in one of these rooms.
Oh no. How many rooms do you think there are?
Junpei
9.
was too frightened to count properly, but at his best guess there were 7 or 8 of them. Or 9.
High school jazz band.
There wasn't time to count them to be sure. Junpei ran to the nearest door. He grabbed the knob and shook it hard. It wouldn't open. It didn't feel locked, more like someone had hammered an iron plate over the other side of the door.
Okay.
Junpei turned around to find another door and saw that his companions had already run to doors of their own. They did not seem to be having any more success than he had. Their own words confirmed their fears, or his fears. Darn, this one's like no good, man.
Same here.
It's not moving.
June was the last to speak up. As Junpei looked in her direction, his eye caught something he hadn't noticed before.
A detail.
A small red light. It flashed at him dimly from the end of the hallway.
That's it. Over there.
Run! Even as he yelled, he ran. He grabbed Santa, Lotus, and June and he pulled them toward the light. Pulled them toward the light.
Toward the light, everyone.
Santa called out to them as he ran. Hey, how many more seconds do we have, man?
How would I know? Don't read over top of me.
Sorry, man.
Our time limit is 81 seconds.
I know that, gosh darn. I'm asking you how many seconds we have left. In all likelihood, Junpei figured nearly a minute had already passed since the door had closed behind them if that were true. Urgency foremost in all their minds, they arrived at the end of the hallway. The dead sat on the left wall, blinking almost taunting at them.
Hurry.
Junpei grabbed hold of the machine, his hands slick with sweat and shaking.
Oh,
He slammed his
here
hand against the wall. The other 3 quickly followed suit.
we go.
With a
Okay.
grunt, Santa yanked the lever downward. Yeah! That was kind of delayed.
Okay.
Oh.
Back to normal.
Pant, man. Like, pants.
Pant!
Pant.
Phew. Looks like it stopped.
His hands beginning to steady. Junpei wiped away some of the sweat that had beaded on his forehead. As they caught their breath, the four companions began to look around. At the end of the hallway lay a heavy-looking set of double doors. Set into the walls of the hallway on either side of the large door were two smaller doors.
Okay.
They all needed inspecting, but Junpei began with the largest of the three of the double doors. How many times had he come across similar doors with similar results, he wondered. Or perhaps he corrected himself, more a lack of results. Whatever the reason, the door remained firm and unyielding and refused to allow Junpei or anyone else passage.
That's a long-winded way of saying no dice. But what would you expect?
Yeah. Oh, and there's a keyhole. It's the mail sign.
So it is.
Yeah.
So I guess it doubles as a mail slot?
He wasn't quite sure what to make of it and stared at it for a moment in confusion. It was June that corrected him.
No, that's a symbol for mail. That's not the symbol for mail. That's probably the symbol for Mars, which has the same letters as mail, like the same number and stuff. M-A. Yeah. Probably similar symbols near the main stairway. The symbols of the solar system.
Sun.
Yeah.
Saturn. Earth.
Okay.
At least that's what I'm assuming.
So this isn't the man symbol, it's the symbol for Mars?
I think so, yes.
While Junpei and June talked, Santa had disappeared. They turned to find him some distance down the hallway. He had gone to check some of the other doors. Eventually he reached the last of them and jogged back. It took him only a moment to catch his breath again. Here's the deal, man. None of the other doors open.
Then that must mean...
We only have 2 more doors!
Lotus examined the doors on either side of the larger double door. Each one had a metal plate attached to it. Junpei figured they were probably room numbers. The room on the left read B92, and the door on the right proclaimed that it led to B93.
If the door can be trusted. Alright, let's open them.
Yeah! Junpei put his hand on the doorknob for the door that said Room 92. Santa moved to the door to Room 93. They made it through the numbered door alive. There was nothing more to be afraid of. Junpei and Santa looked at each other and nodded.
1, 2, 3! Synchronized door opening technique, go!
Yeah! In unison, they pushed against their respective doors. In unison, and promptly found themselves in a new room. June followed Junpei as he threw open his door. They turned around and saw that the other door on the other side was open as well. Oh, look at that. Through the door was another person, his mouth agape. It was Santa. Hey, it opened.
Yeah, it did.
Junpei and Santa looked at each other. They had not expected the doors to yield so easily. Lotus's calm voice broke into their thoughts.
Maybe this is all part of Zero's plan! I can't say I enjoy being treated like someone's puppet!
As she headed for room 93, Lotus continued. Oh, man.
Well, now we have these 2 rooms! I'm sure there's something in there that will help us! Get out of here! Let's find it! Santa and I will search this room! Junpei and June, search the other one! Alright.
Okay.
It's a plan.
All right.
Go team. We got this.
Yeah. Eventually.
Dun dun dun.
And that leads to the end of this episode.
Woo!
And so now in the next episode, we will actually have the problem-solving thing that we kind of said would happen in this episode that didn't happen. Sorry, guys. But we did make a decision at the beginning of the episode, so we did do something.
And you got to listen to our hilarious voices.
And annoying voices.
Oh, that's what makes them hilarious.
Oh, that's true.
Anyways.
So, we're going to catch you guys in the next episode, and we're going to figure out how to get out of this room. So,
Bye, guys.
see ya.